Now to Arizona, where Vallow Daybell has been ordered to pay her late husband's sister nearly $12,000 in restitution.
Yeah, the cult mom killer appeared via Zoom at the hearing that took place last week in Arizona. She's, of course, in prison in Idaho. And she appeared to become a bit irritated when she discussed how much she'd have to pay Kay Woodcock, the sister of Daybell's fourth husband, Charles Vallow, who she was found guilty of killing earlier this year. Let's take a listen to this hearing.
I called the case. Let's have the state announce.
Trina Kay on behalf of the state.
And defendant?
Vallow Daybell for the defense.
All right, I can hear everyone fine. This is the time set for restitution hearing. Have there been any agreements?
Your Honor, I am not sure. I was going to check with Ms. Daybell if she would stipulate to anything. I do have one correction in the documents on bait stamp 101133. What we've learned is that the gas receipts that were provided are not all of the gas receipts, and so that's why we had done the mileage. But we forgot to remove the gas receipts themselves. So we should actually remove $348.98, which would make the total restitution request $8,600.54.
Okay, I'll ask the defendant, are you stipulating to any restitution?
Your Honor, on Wednesday night, I did receive those Bates numbers that were supposed to be given to me from my advisory council. They mailed them to me. I just got them. I was able to review those. Those ended at Bates number 101161. And yesterday I was informed by my advisory council that the state sent over one more document on Tuesday by email to my advisory council. And I have not seen that document. It's Bates number 101162. It is my understanding, since I talked to my advisory council yesterday, that that document is a document. They kind of explained what it was to me. And so my understanding is, and although I'm aware that counseling, thank you. Although I'm aware that counseling costs can be included in restitution, this document turned over by the state is an Excel spreadsheet totaling $3,147 in counseling. There are no invoices from doctors or insurance companies to my knowledge. So the document in and of itself seems to be insufficient. I haven't actually seen it. However, based on how my trials were conducted, since experience tells me that regardless of what I say or what anybody else says, you're going to order it, I am willing to stipulate today. It is my understanding that I have already been ordered by this court to pay over $534,000 in fees, in fines, surcharges, and court fees. So you can add Ms. Woodcock's total of $12,096.97 of restitution to my tab.
And Your Honor, with that correction, it would actually be $11,747.99.
Hold on, $11,740.
$7.99.
All right, Ms. Daybell, you're stipulating to pay restitution to Kay Woodcock in the amount of $11,747.99. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Any drugs, alcohol, or medication in the last 24 hours that would affect your ability to make this decision?
Have I been on any drugs, Your Honor? Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm asking, have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication that would affect your ability to understand or make this decision today?
Is Your Honor aware that I am in prison? I have no access to any of those things. So no, the answer is no, I have not.
Thank you for answering the question. Has anyone promised you anything in exchange for your agreement to pay this restitution?
No.
Has anyone forced you, threatened you, or coerced you to get you to agree to pay this restitution?
Only my trials, Your Honor, coerced me.
All right. The court finds that your agreement is knowingly, intelligently, voluntarily made. It's ordered that you pay $11,747.99 in restitution to Kay Woodcock. The restitution would take priority over any other fines and fees that have been imposed. And it's ordered that that restitution be paid out at the maximum rate allowable out of any prison account. Ms. Kay, do you anticipate any other restitution requests?
Your Honor, we are still awaiting restitution requests from Brandon Boudreau. I know that he's been busy with work and he hasn't got all of those documents together. When I get those, I will submit them to advisory council and to Ms. Daybell's investigator, who seems to be able to get that to her much easier. And just for the record, Ms. Woodcock is still ongoing counseling, so there could be subsequent requests.
Well, the court retains jurisdiction over the matter of restitution for the period that the defendant is serving a sentence. So I'm not setting any further hearings at this time. We'll wait and see if any requests for hearing come in. All right, thank you. We'll be at recess.
All right, that concludes that hearing. Still with us, trial attorney Jamie White. Jamie, all right, we saw Lori again there, and she seemed to be in good spirits and bantering back and forth, letting the judge know she's in jail. So, of course, she's not on drugs or alcohol.
Yeah, she's got quite a bit of energy still, which is surprising. You know, it would be somewhat humorous if there weren't for the fact that there's multiple dead people associated with Miss Daybell, 2 of them her own children. You know, the unfortunate thing I think is going on here is that, you know, the victims have to see this. They're never going to see this money, but the court has to go through these processes. And I've heard victims say, you know, it's almost a poke in the eye, you know, to have to deal with these restitution issues when, in fact, there's likely never any money coming forth.
Yeah, I wanted to know that, Jamie. For our viewers, I'm sure they're wondering, we often show this, or we hear it at the end of a sentencing, that someone is ordered to prison for the rest of their life, but they're also ordered some restitution amount. What is the reasoning behind it when we know someone's going behind bars and they're not making any money when they are there, but there are situations where restitution becomes very important?
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, we can't predict the future. Strange things have happened. Laws change. People sometimes are resentenced under certain circumstances. Sometimes people come into money while in prison. As unlikely as it is, it does happen through inheritances and other sorts of mechanisms. So it's important that the process play itself entirely out. As frustrating as it might be for the courts, the players, the defendants, the victims, it's important that it play itself out. But it can be extremely frustrating for the people who are on the receiving end of nothing.
Yeah. It's an effort to make the victims, those who were impacted, whole. And but yeah, it's always interesting. I know even like in the Diddy trial when we were just there, you heard, I think his restitution was something like $500,000. I can't remember exactly.
Oh, now that can be paid out.
That one for sure can be paid out.
The access. Well, how did she look to you, Kelly? I know you've been in the courtroom with Lori Vallow Daybell.
You know, she looked like her normal self. When we were covering that trial out there, she'd come in, spirits high, smiling at everyone that was in, you know, in the courtroom, and looked the same here, in good spirits. She's doing fine, it seems like.
And that's where we'll leave it with the Vallow case. Jamie White, thank you so much for your analysis this entire hour. We really appreciate it.